Hey there again, it's me, it's Ronnie, and I am from Softer Life Beyond Trauma. And today I was just going to talk about something that I was working on, but more so, I think how this relates to all of us as it relates to organization and how important it is to keep our documents in order, and that includes our digital documents. So, um, unfortunately, on one of my email boxes, I am over the limit, and you know, I'm bad about doing different assignments and not putting them on my flash drive. So that's what I'm working on today because I am one that does not like spending money on buying more storage. So again, that is what I'm working on, deleting it off, my Google Drive and putting it on to my flash drive. But more so, let me ask you a question while I'm cleaning up my stuff. Um, how many times have you gone searching for an important file on your phone, computer, or email, and it just took way too long? Um, or worse, you didn't find it at all. That is a problem, because clutter doesn't just live in our homes, it lives in our digital spaces too, our phones, computers, and email boxes. And when we don't organize them, we end up wasting precious time scrolling, searching, and stressing. On top of that, all those unorganized files, photos, and emails take up storage and space. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once, and that doesn't work with a post stroke brain and a brain that is over 50 years old. Yes, I have some things that have been damaged in this brain that may not come back. So I need to just focus and do one thing at a time. But I'm not wired that way. Anyways, back on task. And so, as I was saying, when we don't organize our documents, we end up wasting precious time scrolling, searching, and stressing. And this world is full of stress. We don't need to add more stress on top of stress into our lives. So, you know, all of those unorganized files, photos, and emails, they take up storage space. And you know what I mean, like I just mentioned, I don't like paying for more space because I end up using the space, don't go back and clear out things I'm not going to ever use again, and so on. Um, so, we end up paying for extra cloud storage, buying bigger hard drives, or constantly deleting things in a panic. And there's nothing worse than you have an assignment that's due and you go to, work on something and it says you're out of storage and you can't edit or create or upload anything because your, you know, space is gone. You've depleted it. So when your digital documents are organized, number one, you save time. And, time is money, money is time. And you end up finding things instantly opposed to looking all over for things. You save money by avoiding unnecessary storage upgrades, reduce stress by knowing where everything is, and knowing that you've given everything a place. More importantly, you protect your family by keeping important records easy to access in emergencies. And, with the times that we're living in, as I always mention, the different climate change events with the different floods, the fires, and, earthquakes and so on, it's important that we take the time out and start organizing and getting our stuff together so we are prepared in the event one of those situations strike at our doorstep. And it is unfortunate, but it is something that we do need to think about and prepare for. So, here are a few simple tips that I have for you. Just a few steps to help get you started. So, on your phone, create folders for photos, downloads, and important apps. Delete duplicates. I am guilty of that. Lots of duplicate photos and so on. Delete them because they're taking up space, and it's not wise to keep buying more and more space. Um, you want to back up to the cloud, as much as possible. And then when it comes to your computer, use clearly labeled folders, things that you will remember, not something that you think is maybe fancy or professional, something you'll remember and something easy for you to just go to. That is so important. So, for example, like medical, legal, financial, kids, work, keep file names short but descriptive. And in your email, use filters and folders to sort receipts, bills, personal notes, and important attachments. Archive or delete what you don't need. So, organizing digital documents isn't just about neatness, it's about peace of mind. It's about being ready for tax season, emergencies, or life changes without the chaos. And it's about giving yourself more space digitally and emotionally. Something about those leaves, but yeah, when it comes to your digital space and your emotional space, organization is key. And yeah, it just happens to be one of the things that I like, organizing. So, on that note, if you want a simple place to start, don't forget, if you haven't already, download my Family Emergency Document Checklist. It's free. I do have a paid one that's fillable, so feel free to, check that out. It's affordable. And without the fillable, you're able to, tweak it, however you want, and just, make it more your own. And like I said, it's affordable. So, but if not, I have an emergency document checklist. It's a free resource to help you gather and organize the most important papers in both physical and digital form. So you can grab my checklist at my website, and that is www.softerlifebeyondtrauma.com. And don't worry about it, it will be in the description. So, again, I'm Ronnie, and I'm here to just help you stay organized. And if you want more help with that, please feel free to reach out. Organization is kind of like my thing. I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy helping others get organized. So, remember, when your documents are in order, whether on paper or digital, you save time, money, and energy. And that means more space for what really matters in life. Now, who doesn't need to save more time and money during these times? I know I do. So, on that note, please be blessed and always remember to be a blessing to others. Even when you're going through tough times, think of ways that you can bless others and bring a smile to their face. And believe it or not, it will warm your heart. And all of those kind words and kind actions will definitely bounce right back to you. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm going to finish cleaning out this email box because I am not paying for more space. You hear that? Not paying, not doing it. I'm going to clean this box out. All right, guys. Have a blessed one, and I'll see you in the next video.